Seniors, have you noticed your eyes feeling more tired lately? Maybe the headlines on the newspaper seem softer than before, or the fine print on your medication bottles feels blurrier, no matter how bright the lamp beside you glows. Perhaps your favorite book, the one that once kept you company through quiet evenings, now leaves your eyes feeling strained after just a few chapters. Or maybe you've noticed that the world, in some quiet way, looks a little dimmer than it once did. If that sounds familiar, you are far from alone. Our eyes tell the story of our years, every smile, every sunrise, every moment of awe. They've seen love, family, and life unfolding in countless colors. But with time, these same eyes grow weary. Welcome, dear friends, to Graceful Health Seniors, a place where we slow down, breathe, and learn how small, natural choices can make a big difference. Because caring for your body shouldn't be complicated or costly, it should feel like self-respect. And today, we're talking about one of the most precious gifts we have, our vision. Not through harsh treatments or endless prescriptions, but through something gentle, ancient, and beautifully simple, food. More specifically, three small but mighty seeds that may quietly protect and restore your eyes after the age of 70. It starts so gradually that most people don't even notice at first. You begin needing more light to read, squinting a little more when sewing or using your phone. Colors lose their brightness. And sometimes, when you move from a bright room to a dim one, it takes longer for your eyes to adjust. These are not just surface changes. Inside your eyes, incredible processes are at work every second. Your retina, a thin, delicate tissue at the back of your eye, receives light and turns it into vision. At the very center of the retina is the macula, a tiny spot smaller than a grain of rice that lets you see detail, read letters, and recognize faces. Over time, the cells in your macula and retina are exposed to stress, from sunlight, from screens, from poor circulation, and from inflammation that naturally increases with age. This stress slowly wears down the eye's ability to protect itself. The result: dryness, glare sensitivity, slower focus, and a gradual decline in clarity. Now here's the hopeful part. Your eyes are not lifeless. They are living tissue, rich with blood vessels and responsive to nourishment. And just as poor nutrition can cloud your vision, the right nutrients can brighten and strengthen it. Think of your eyes like a beautiful garden, one that's been through many seasons. Even after a harsh winter, the soil can still grow new life if given water, sunlight, and care. Your eyes are the same. Every meal you eat sends signals to your eyes. Nutrients like vitamin A, zinc, omega-3s, and antioxidants become the raw materials your body uses to rebuild the retina, protect your macula, and maintain the tears that keep your eyes moist. That's why so many doctors now agree. Diet is one of the most powerful, natural ways to slow age-related vision decline. But here's the good news. You don't need expensive supplements or exotic powders. Nature already gave you three extraordinary foods, seeds, each one tiny, affordable, and loaded with vision-protecting compounds. They're easy to use, easy to digest, and powerful enough to make a difference you can feel. So today, we'll explore three of them. Each one supports your eyes in a unique way, from improving circulation to reducing dryness to protecting against light damage. 1. Pumpkin seeds, the zinc protectors. If your eyes were a fortress, zinc would be one of its strongest guards. It carries vitamin A from your liver to your retina, where it helps form a pigment called melanin. That pigment acts as your eye's natural sunscreen, shielding delicate cells from light damage. Without enough zinc, your ability to see clearly, especially in dim light, begins to fade. That's why so many older adults struggle to see in darker settings, or why driving at night becomes stressful. Pumpkin seeds are among the richest natural sources of zinc you can find. Just a small handful a day provides nearly half of what your eyes need. And it's not just zinc. They're also packed with magnesium, copper, and iron, minerals that work together to maintain healthy blood flow to the retina. Healthy circulation means oxygen reaches every corner of your eye, and that's what keeps vision cells alive, active, and clear. Pumpkin seeds also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that gather in your macula like an invisible shield. They filter harmful blue light from screens, sunlight, and artificial lamps, reducing eye strain and supporting the sharpness of your central vision. Think of these compounds as tiny sunglasses inside your eyes. They don't just block light, they soothe it, balancing brightness so your vision feels more comfortable, more relaxed. I remember one woman, Margaret, 78, a retired teacher and devoted reader. She told me she started skipping her afternoon book time because her eyes would ache and water after just a few pages. We made a simple change. She added a spoonful of roasted pumpkin seeds to her breakfast yogurt each morning. 3 weeks later, she said something that stayed with me. It's like someone cleaned the window between me and the world. That's the quiet power of nourishment. No overnight miracle, just small, steady restoration. A little less strain, a little more comfort, a clearer view of life's details. To use pumpkin seeds, choose raw or lightly roasted, unsalted if possible. Eat them as a snack, sprinkle them over oatmeal, blend into smoothies, or grind them into soups. They're simple, gentle, and deeply supportive for aging eyes. 2. Hemp seeds, the moisture restorers. Dry, tired eyes. That's one of the most common complaints I hear from seniors. You might feel like there's sand under your eyelids or notice redness that gets worse in the afternoon. Artificial tears can help temporarily, but they don't solve the deeper problem. Your eyes stay comfortable because of a thin, oily layer called the tear film. It keeps your tears from evaporating too quickly. But as you age, that layer breaks down and dryness sets in. Here, where hemp seeds shine. They contain a near-perfect balance of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, the essential building blocks for your body's natural oils. When you eat them regularly, those fats help your tear glands work smoothly, so your eyes stay lubricated and comfortable all day long. They also calm inflammation around the eyes, the kind that makes them feel heavy or sore. And hemp seeds are rich in vitamin E, a nutrient that slows the oxidative rusting of eye tissues caused by light exposure and time. One of my patients, Robert, age 74, had stopped reading at night because his eyes would sting and blur after 20 minutes. I suggested adding 2 teaspoons of hemp seeds to his morning smoothie. He came back a month later, smiling. "I can finish a whole chapter again," he said, "and my eyes don't burn anymore." That's the beauty of nourishment. It restores ease to everyday moments. Hemp seeds may be small, but they hold comfort in every spoonful. To start, use 1 tablespoon a day. Their soft, nutty flavor makes them perfect for yogurt, oatmeal, or salads. They blend easily and don't require cooking. And over time, they support not just your eyes, but your joints, skin, and heart as well. 3. Sesame seeds, the circulation boosters. If your eyes ever feel heavy by evening, that dull, pulling sensation behind them, the reason may be poor circulation. As we age, the tiny vessels that feed our eyes can stiffen, reducing the flow of oxygen and nutrients. Sesame seeds, small and golden, are packed with nutrients that help restore that flow. They're rich in copper, vitamin B1, and natural antioxidants like sesamin and sesamolan, compounds known to protect blood vessels from oxidative damage. When blood moves freely, your eyes receive what they need to stay alert, moist, and strong. But sesame seeds also help in another quiet way. They support something scientists now call the gut-eye connection, the idea that inflammation in your digestive system can affect the health of your eyes. Sesame seeds are rich in fiber and lignans, which feed healthy gut bacteria and reduce inflammation throughout the body. I once met a leaner, 80 years old, who loved knitting and crossword puzzles. She said that by late afternoon, her eyes always felt foggy, not painful, but drained. We added just 1 spoonful of black sesame seeds to her daily rice bowl. Within weeks, she said, "It feels like my eyes can breathe again." That's the difference circulation makes: clarity, brightness, and relief. To use sesame seeds, toast them lightly until fragrant and sprinkle them over vegetables, soups, or porridge. You can also enjoy tahini, the creamy paste made from sesame seeds, as a spread or salad dressing. It's easy, flavorful, and nourishing from the inside out. Each of these 3 seeds, pumpkin, hemp, and sesame, offers its own kind of strength: pumpkin for protection, hemp for moisture, sesame for flow. Together, they form a gentle trio that helps you see life more clearly, comfortably, and confidently. Your eyes, much like your heart or your skin, are constantly renewing themselves. Even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond, your body is still replacing old cells with new ones. The problem is, over the years, free radicals, unstable molecules caused by sunlight, pollution, and even stress, begin to damage the retina faster than it can repair itself. That's why doctors call the retina the window to your overall health. When the eyes struggle, it's often because the rest of the body is asking for balance too: better circulation, better nutrition, better care. The beauty is, your eyes respond quickly once you start giving them what they need. And what they need isn't complicated. They need antioxidants, omega fats, hydration, and minerals. They need food that supports both the body and the mind. They need consistency. In your 50s, most people begin to notice the first signs of change. The lens inside your eye starts to stiffen, making it harder to focus on near objects. That's why you might hold a book farther away when reading. By your 60s, the tear film begins to thin, and the small muscles that control your pupils respond more slowly to changes in light. Night driving becomes more challenging, and glare from headlights feels harsher than before. In your 70s, your retina, especially the macula, starts showing signs of oxidative stress. This is when you might notice colors looking duller or fine details becoming harder to make out. Dryness, irritation, and the need for brighter light become part of daily life. But these changes are not irreversible. They're part of your body's natural rhythm, a message, not a final sentence. Your body is asking for better nourishment, and that's where these seeds come in. When you eat pumpkin seeds, you're restoring the zinc and antioxidants your eyes need. When you eat hemp seeds, you're giving them the oils to stay moist. When you eat sesame seeds, you're supporting circulation. Together, they don't just protect your vision, they help restore calm and comfort to your eyes. When you wake up, take a moment to blink slowly, letting your eyes adjust to the morning light. Drink a glass of water before your coffee. Hydration is the first step to eye comfort. Then, during breakfast, add one of your 3 seeds. Maybe sprinkle pumpkin seeds over your oatmeal or blend hemp seeds into a smoothie. That one act begins a chain reaction inside your body, delivering zinc, omega fats, and antioxidants straight to your cells. These nutrients travel through your bloodstream, nourishing not only your eyes but also your brain, your heart, and your skin. You'll likely notice that when your eyes feel better, so does your overall energy. This gentle morning routine doesn't require perfection, just consistency. As the sun sets, dim your lights gradually. Avoid bright white bulbs right before bed. Use warmer, softer lighting that calms the retina and prepares it for rest. Add your second seed of the day, maybe sesame over dinner or hemp in a bowl of soup. Then, close your eyes for a moment, gently rolling them in slow circles to relax the muscles behind them. Each small gesture says, "I care about how I see the world." There's David, 76, who stopped woodworking because glare blurred his focus. After adding pumpkin and sesame seeds daily, he said, "I can see my tools again." Mary, 82, who once used eye drops every hour, added hemp seeds to her meals. In a month, her eyes stopped burning and she could read again in peace. These are not miracles. They're the body's quiet way of saying thank you. It's never too late to nourish your eyes. Even if your vision isn't what it used to be, you still have influence over how your eyes feel and function. Because your eyes are alive, they crave nutrients, hydration, and rest just like every other part of you. And the changes you make today, no matter how small, ripple outward. A tablespoon of pumpkin seeds for protection, a spoon of hemp seeds for moisture, a sprinkle of sesame seeds for circulation. Simple, real, gentle steps, that's all it takes. Over time, you may notice less strain, fewer headaches, more comfort when reading, and a quiet sense of ease. Your eyes have witnessed decades of life, laughter, loss, memories, love. They've seen you through your hardest days and your happiest. They've done their job faithfully. Now it's time to care for them with that same faithfulness. You don't need to overhaul your life or chase expensive remedies. You just need to start, one spoonful at a time. Each small act is a message to your body that says, I still care, I'm still here. Because aging gracefully isn't about pretending time isn't passing. It's about moving with time, nourishing yourself as you go. When you do, your body listens, your eyes brighten, your spirit lifts. So wherever you are right now, take a deep breath. And remember, it's never too late to see life clearly again. If this message brought you clarity, hope, or peace, I'd be honored if you joined our family here at Graceful Health Seniors. This is a space for those who believe aging isn't the end. It's the evolution of wisdom, strength, and grace. If you found something helpful today, please subscribe to Graceful Health Seniors and share this with a friend or loved one who might be quietly struggling with their eyesight. Because health isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, taking care of your eyes, your heart, and your hope, one small act at a time. Take care of your eyes, take care of yourself, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.